Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. First than anything, Happy New Year to everybody. Hopefully 2019 is a year full of blessings and joy for everybody. All right, so this is 2007 ML350, the one I did the diagnosis on the intake flap, and I got approved for the repair, so this is going to be that repair. I'm going to start taking covers out. One other thing that I had experienced this morning is the battery was completely dead. Car was parked outside. That's why that cover in that. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but the cover is actually lift. So I was jumping the car to get it inside here. I'm going to set up a light so we can all see better. So let me pause the video. All right, so I set up the light, and again, I will show pretty much the disassemble, and then installation will be in reverse order. Yeah, so we don't have extra super long videos that are not really necessary. It should just come off. hmm And we have a clamp on the back. This should just lift up. Got the air hose in here for the air pump. Yeah, these air filters need to be replaced as well. Well, as you can see also that coils and spark plugs, well, when you remove the filters, they're really easy to do. Um, Computer need to be disconnected. So in this case, I will recommend to disconnect the battery before you do that. All right, the battery is disconnected. For those who doesn't know where the battery is, it's under the passenger seat. You will need to slide the seat all the way forward, and then it's just plastic covers under it. Okay, now we can remove the connectors on the computer. These tabs, you just gotta slide it. It will have a connector on each side. Just be careful with that, because the user will be full with dust and junk. So just be gentle with it. Brand new, that will slide very easy. Not the case here. Someone's out. All right. So this is the way computer looks. And I guess they put them in there so less chance of a water intrusion. And since this is located on top of the intake, it's not really that much so heat that will be in that spot, right? Okay, so my next step will be remove harness. That throttle body, I always like to remove it and instead to leave it in there. That's usually just hold with the plastic tabs that you have to push. I'll see if I can show you all guys that, but I'm going to be removing the harness as much as I can, because as far as I remember, one of these wires that goes all the way down, and it's a nightmare for that. So let's get this reverse torque out. E10s. And let's set up a tray here for the bolt. Yeah, that one is a little bit of my way. You can use also, I think it's a 10 or an 8. No, an 8. Just a regular 8. This should be not super tight. Just holding the harness. Next thing to do, disconnect the coils. They have a clip that you have to pull. Again, be gentle. These are not brand new car. At the same time, when it comes out, it will release the coils. If not the case, I always use this trick. Like to go from the back, lift the top, and then just pull the connector out. Like that, I don't break connectors. And we have a ground here that we got to remove. Looks like it's the same E10, just next to the coils. And that's why it's important to disconnect the battery. When advised is, let me show you that here on the tray, is that one for the ground. As you will see, all the rest are all the same height or length. That one is a little shorter, all right? That's, if you're a little careful when you're taking it apart, you will notice that little things like that are important at the end. I like to keep this pick with me always. All right. And looks like we have a T30 for the bracket on the computer. Oof. Wow, super tight. Be careful. I wasn't expecting that. When you find something like that, try first by hand, and then you can use the ratchet. Looks like a little bit of a corrosion from the same aluminum. Okay. I guess there is a kit that they sell to repair these levers on this intake, but we'll see. I told my manager, I don't know how bad that will be. I recommend to replace the whole thing, but I understand it's expensive. So trying to help the customer, we'll see what we can do. I can put this one on the side. Then we have another one here holding this harness. There's the mouth sensor connector here. It has the same um, gray locked, and then you just disconnect. We got more 230s in the back. Another E10 on the ground. Get the extension in there. Okay, it's looking good. I just go around and make sure you disconnect everything you need to disconnect. This is plug here for the injectors. More harness connections. And we have a clip on the back that we can remove with the that will make at least this one that we can push to the side, get more clarity. Like a Christmas tree type. And definitely we will need to remove the injectors as well, so we can crack the fuel line open. This looks like a 16. Nope, 17. Gotta be careful when you're doing this. Doesn't have a way to hold it like, but let's see if we can put a wrench here. Maybe a 14. Unless, at least so we don't give that a whole twist into the weld in there. It's not super tight, but just make sure you release any pressure left, and that's it. We can just put that hose on the side. Yeah, this vacuum line, it goes on the back. We can remove that one as well. Be very gentle, because this ones break really easy. We have hose in here, so I'll disconnect this sensor here too as well. Again, the most you remove, the easiest to see what you're doing. I like to use a pin puller to remove backing lines so I don't break any connections like in there. This one looks like we can remove. You can use either um, pin puller, um, pick, whatever works for you. This one is just a push, but again, I like to use all systems. And we have another one that goes down. At least if we remove this clip from here, we might get a longer chance to move the harness. I mean the harness, the harness. Well, I just create a new word, the harness. Let's see if we can get that line from here. At least this is not so brittle, which is great because usually I end up needing to replace. This is still soft. Not sure if I will be able to. Yeah, looks like I am to get it off of here. All right. Hey, just be careful. As I need in here, just push this side, or at least the harness to this side. All right, it's looking better and better. I mean, no matter what, I have to replace a spark plugs as well. So let's get all the coils out. I usually don't like to mix too much. I can put those on this tray. So let me remove the coils.